welcome to the section of mathematics. Now let's explore the nation of polynomials. So from the word poly, comes from the Greek word many, and nomials comes from the Latin word nomen or names in English. But in mathematical context, this is referring to terms. So now let's define polynomials. So polynomials, it is a special type of algebraic expression that represent a sum of one or more terms containing a whole number exponent on a variable. Take note that not all algebraic expressions are considered to be polynomials. Okay? Now, these are the examples of polynomials and not polynomials. So the first example is 6x squared minus 4x plus 3. This is polynomial because the two exponent in variable x, it is a whole number. And the next example is 2a raised to negative 5 plus 5. This is not polynomial because the variable exponent negative 5 is not a whole number. What is a term? A term, it is a constant, variable, or a product of constant and variable separated by plus or minus. How we identify terms? So, example. Number 1, 10st squared minus 4st plus 7. So, let's encircle the plus and minus that separate terms. So, the first term is 10st squared. The second term is 4st. The third term is 7. So, the number of terms in first example is 3 terms. In the leader term, from the word lead, it is a first term, 10st squared. Okay. For the constant term, it is a value or a number that stands alone. Therefore, 7 is the constant term. For the second example, negative 5mn plus 8, when the sign is on the first term or before the number, this is not a minus sign. It is a negative sign of 5, so that there are 2 terms in example number 2. For the leading term is negative 5mn. Okay. For the constant term is 8. Why do we need to get the number of terms? Because we have to classify polynomials. So the classification of polynomials, there are special names for polynomials according to the terms. So number 1 is monomial, has 1 term. So example of monomial is 9st squared, 4x, 6ab. For number 2 is binomial, has 2 terms. Example of binomial is 5s squared plus 3s, 2y minus 9. For number 3 is trinomial, has 3 terms. So example of trinomial is 3xy squared plus 6xy plus 2. For number 4 is multinomial, has 4 or more terms. So example of multinomial is 5x raised to 4 minus 3x squared plus 10x plus 4. Degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial with one variable is the value of largest exponent of the variable that appears in any term. Take note that the largest exponent will be our degree. Example number 1, negative 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. Make it sure that it arranged in descending order. So our largest exponent here is 3. That will be third degree. For number 2 example, our largest exponent here is 5. That will be 5th degree. We have another degree of a polynomial. It is 2 or more variable. Is the highest degree for a term with non-zero coefficient. Take note that we will get the highest exponent of the term. So this is the example. All we have to do is add the exponent. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the exponent is 6. That will be 6th degree. Polynomial in descending order. The polynomial is in descending order if the exponent of the variable is arranged from the largest to smallest. Take note that we will consider the polynomial in descending order if we have the exponent is arranged it from the highest to lowest exponent. So this will be our example. Now let's arrange this. The highest exponent will be negative 2x cubed followed by 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. Our constant term is always on the last part. I have here 4-item test, so I'm giving 1 minute to answer. If the time is not enough to you, pause the video so you can have enough time to do your test. These are the answers. We have 9 points here. I want you to share your scores and thoughts about this video in the comment section. Goodbye!